The Liberal government is targeting the Rebel for censorship. We know because they included us in a Public Safety Canada report. But how did that even happen? Now the government says they don't know. About a month ago, the Rebel was included in a Public Safety Canada report, drafted by Public Safety Canada's Centre for Community Engagement and Prevention of Violence. The report gives a brief synopsis of what it aims to do. The Canada Centre for Community Engagement and Prevention of Violence, otherwise known as the Canada Centre, is part of Public Safety Canada, which was launched to provide national policy leadership, support local-level initiatives, and coordinate action-oriented research countering radicalization to violence. Since its inception, Canada Centre has brought together community organizations, stakeholders, and experts across Canada to shape a national strategy on countering radicalization to violence. The focus is on preventing the radicalization to violence of all kinds, regardless of where it originates. And the Rebel was included in this report about countering radicalization as a source of hate, according to an unnamed contributor to the report. The Liberals want to shut us down as radical extremists, even though we are just normal, freedom-loving conservatives and the largest independent news channel in Canada with 1.2 million YouTube subscribers. When you really think about it, we are the mainstream in the conservative thought movement, and we are the most effective voices of accountability, and the Liberals are scratching at any way to shut us down before we do some real damage to them in their 2019 election campaign. Let me show you what was included in that report about the Rebel. A few contributors also suggested more specific feedback for countering radicalization to violence with a focus on measures to prevent or suppress violence. Contributors suggested mechanisms for building trust with those at risk and reaching out to radicalized individuals. Make yourself better known. I didn't know you exist, and I have a keen interest in youth and what leads to their vulnerabilities and marginalization, resentment, radicalization. While focusing on educating leaders, service providers who work with youth also ensure better controls on media, example, Rebel, and social media, Facebook and Twitter, and their hate-inciting communications. The contributors to this report want to control specifically the Rebel by name, because according to them, we have hate-inciting communication. I don't know, like reporting on Liberal access to information scandals, I guess. So we wanted to know how we came to be included in that Public Safety Canada report. So we asked the government to provide copies of all documents regarding the inclusion of the Rebel or the Rebel media in the Canada Centre for Community Engagement and Prevention of Violence What We Heard report since January 1st, 2019. And magically, the government has no documents about how we got included in that report. Just look here. A thorough search was conducted, and Public Safety Canada was unable to locate any records responding to your request. Public Safety Canada said some contributor to their report said these things about us, and then they included those quotes apparently verbatim in their report. But when we started asking questions, all of a sudden now Public Safety Canada says the documents regarding how that chain of events occurred just don't exist. That doesn't happen in government. No documentation? Give me a break already. Either the bureaucrats are obscuring and lying about how that quote was selected and who it was from, or the authors of the report just completely fabricated it out of thin air to smear the Liberals' loudest critics as a source of radicalization. Proof and evidence be damned. Either way, it looks like Public Safety Canada is less concerned with public safety and more concerned with saving the Liberals' behinds in the next election. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. What you just saw there is the daily video that I do here at The Rebel, but did you know that I have my own weekly full-length show? It's aptly called The Gun Show, and we talk about issues facing Canada and Canadian families in a way that you won't see done in the mainstream media. But to get access to my show and the rest of our incredible premium content, you need to treat yourself to a Rebel subscription today.